Hi VC, this is Aaron, Meet the Alamer, and today I'm starting the L's in my collection, and got some really good stuff in here. A lot of classic rock, some hard rock, heavy metal, a little bit of my favorite blues artists, which I need more albums of him, but they don't have them. So I'll start off, and this is Chinga. Really great three-piece Canadian band, and they're kind of a stoner space rock, hard rock, not quite heavy metal, but they're really good. This is a great record. I really love this record. The vinyl's pretty cool looking too. And yeah, it's like Gone Gypsy is a great opener. Mother of All Snakeheads, Mountain Mama. Really killer record. The weird thing about this record is it's got this right here. It says War Cry and it has the lyrics and everything, but it doesn't appear on the record. I really want to hear that song but it's not on here. But this is a great record nonetheless. I really like that. I listen to it a lot. Next up, I got Elegance, one of my favorite of the glam metal bands from LA. Really good. Tracy Guns on guitar. Got Steve Riley on the drums. Kelly Nichols on the bass, and of course Tracy Guns on the lead guitar. I think Mike Cripps was the other guitarist, but yeah, Elegance is great. This is a really good record here. You know, Electric Gypsy, Sex Action. That's a great song. No Mercy. Down in the City, Shoot the Thrills, really good stuff. I almost prefer these guys over Guns N' Roses at times. Tracy Guns was in a band that, an original incarnation of Guns N' Roses at one point. Then I got their second album, Cocked and Loaded, another really good one. This one actually broke pretty big for them. They had a ballad called a song called The Ballad of Jane that was a pretty big hit. And Never Enough was a big hit, but I really love like Malaria and Rip and Tear, Slap in the Face, I Want to Be Your Man. It's a great song. Killer guitar. Tracy Guns is very underrated as a guitarist. He's great. There's the label there. Got an insert with the lyrics. Pretty cool. But this is a really good record. And then I got this live record of them from Boston, 1989. It's a bootleg. It has really killer sound. I really love how this one sounds. It's on this red vinyl. There you go. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's got everything up. Kiss My Love Goodbye is even on here, which was on Hollywood Vampires, which I don't actually own, but that's a good record too. But this must have been right as that one was coming out, because that's the only song from that album. I also do Rock Candy, the Montrose song. It's really cool. Then skip ahead a few years, and this is Hollywood Forever. Pretty good record. I don't like it as well as early stuff, but it's good, and it has a different guitarist. Doesn't have Tracy Guns on this, so it's a little different. But it's got Phil Lewis still, and Steve Riley's on it. But this is a good record, good solid record. And then Tracy Guns came back, and they put this album out, The Missing Piece. Really good record. They put it out as a double record, it's 12 songs. There's the band there. There's Tracy Guns, Phil Lewis. Yeah, this is good. And then after this, they put out their best album in years, The Devil You Know. This album kicks ass. It's really good. It's as good as their old stuff. Pretty close to it. The Devil You Know is a great song. Stay Away, Rage. Really good. One of the best records in the last 5 years, I think. This is a killer. All the lyrics in there. And here's what the vinyl is. Got a custom label there. Great record. Now I got this band Lake. I've actually never heard these guys. I got it in a box of records from a yard sale, I believe, and I've actually never listened to it yet. But this is the first Lake record. So I think they're like an old. They might be progressive a little bit. If anyone knows about them, let me know if they like them. And then I also have Lake 2. And there, same label. But yeah, I don't know much about them, but I gotta listen to these guys, see how they are. And here's a heavy metal band, Lamb of God, Ashes in the Wake. Pretty good record. This one's got like a bonus side on it, which an unreleased song and a few demos. Pretty cool. I like Lamb of God. I usually don't like those type of vocals as much, but certain bands I like that are like that. But this is a really good record here. And here's my favorite blues artist ever, and I'm really sad they don't have his early records on vinyl. You can only get them on cassette or CD, because I really love this guy. He's amazing, and this is probably actually his weakest record, Fight for My Soul, but it's still pretty good. Johnny Lang, they need to release his early work on vinyl. I really want them. Yeah, Blew Up the House, that's a really good song. Breaking In, Fight for My Soul. Yeah, this is a good record, actually. I mean, all of his stuff is good. I've just compared to his other stuff, this might be his weakest, because he had some classics, and yeah, this is just pretty good. And then his newest record here, this is the only other one on vinyl, is Science, and this is an amazing record. Maybe his second or third best he's ever done, and it's just a killer record here. I really love this album. I listen to this a lot. You know, Make It Move is really good. Last Man Standing, Snake, Stronger Together is just amazing. This is a great album. If you've never heard Johnny Lang, he's actually my favorite blues artist, and he's really killer guitarist, really good singer, good stuff. And here's a heavy metal, hard rock, whatever you want to call it, band from the 80s, Leatherwolf. Good record here. Got The Calling, was a video, I remember. And I actually have an extra record of that. I have an extra one in here. So if anyone has a cover to this that needs the record, I got two of them. Got two of the vinyl and one cover. So it's a good record. And then I've got Street Ready, another good record by them. Hideaways on this. Spirits in the Wind, Black Knight. This is a good record too. They're a really good underrated band. I like them a lot. And then the mighty Led Zeppelin. I got this is the only one I have that's a repress. It's their debut, but it sounds so good. I'm glad I have this on repress. You know, everyone knows this. You know, it's got all the Good Times, Bad Times, and You Shook Me, and Days Confused, and Communication Breakdown. All the songs are good on this. Really good record. Great stuff there. And then I've got Led Zeppelin 2. This is an older copy, but it's not the hot mix. I need to find one of those, the Robert Ludwig. But this one still, it still sounds all right. This is actually the first Led Zeppelin I ever heard. My dad had this on vinyl when I was young, so I heard this before any of their other albums. And that's a good record. Then I got some Led Zeppelin 3. Underrated record. I like this one a lot. This one has the things missing, but it's actually got the wheel that spins, but it's missing the center deal there. But yeah, this is a good record here. I believe the Immigrant Song was on this, and yeah, Celebration Day, Since I've Been Loving You. Yeah, this is a good record. All Led Zeppelin records are good, though. They only had a few. And some Led Zeppelin 4. Of course, with Black Dog and Rock and Roll and Stairway to Heaven and The Levee Breaks. All killer stuff. Great record here. It's a classic for a reason. Great record. Then I got some Houses of the Holy. This is another really good one. That Led Zeppelin 4 was a repress too. I thought I had an original out, but that's a repress. But it sounds killer. And this is an original Atlantic there. Good record here too. They're good. And then Physical Graffiti. Mine's a little beat up, but the records sound good. Cashmere, of course, and everyone knows this record. It's great. I won't pull it out. Killer record. Then I got The Song Remains the Same. Another really good one. Live record, has a booklet. And a double live record. Classic Led Zeppelin here. And then I've got Presence, which has maybe my favorite Led Zeppelin song, Achilles' Last Stand. I really like that song a lot. Yeah, this is a good record. This is kind of an underrated one for them. It's got some really heavy stuff on here. I like this record a lot. Then I got In Through the Outdoor, and this one's kind of a beat up copy, but I keep it because there's actually, I think, 6 covers of this. And on the spine, it'll say like A, B, C, D, E, F, or G, and this is one of the covers here. And then I've got another one that's in the paper, and it's one of the different ones. I don't know which letters they are, but you see they're slightly different. And there's actually I think there's 5 or 6 different ones. And this is a good record too. Another kind of underrated. It's hard to talk about Led Zeppelin underrated, but this one kind of is All of My Love, and yeah, that's a good record too. They're all good. Put it back in there, and then Coda, probably their worst record, but it's still good. I like Ozone Baby and Poor Tom. There's the vinyl on it. And here's a hard rock band called Legs Diamond. This is a Diamond is a hard rock. Pretty good stuff here. And there's the label. And then I've got Firepower. I only have two of them. Pretty good hard rock band. And then we're up to John Lennon. And this is John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. This is a great record. It's got my favorite John Lennon song. Well, solo song, Working Class Hero. And I believe, what else is on this one? Mother, of course. Yeah, this is a really good record here. Remember, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, I like this record. Very good record here. Yeah, it's got the lyrics on the inner lyrics in there. Pretty cool. And then Imagine. Of course, the classic title song on that. And this is kind of cool. The lyrics go around in the kind of around the sleeve. The back of my sleeve's ripped, but it's still all there. This is a really good record as well, of course. Then we got some Mind Games, another good record. It's a great title song. You always have great title songs on this. Green Capital label there. And then I've got Walls and Bridges. Another really good record. And this one here, it's got a booklet with all the lyrics. Yeah, this is a good album too. Nobody Knows You When You're Down Now. That's good. They're all good. John Lennon. Whatever Gets You Through the Night. That's a great song. Yep. And then this here is Rock and Roll. And these are all like older rock songs he did. He does Stand By Me. It's actually my favorite version of that song. You know, pretty good stuff on here. Ain't That a Shame? Good record. Kind of reminds me of the really old, like early Beatles. And I've got this, it's John and the Plastic Ono Band, live piece in Toronto, 1969, including John and Yoko. That's what's on it here. Cold Turkey, one of my favorite John Lennon songs. I love that one. Then I got some Shaved Fish. This is really good. It's his best of. His earlier best of. You know, it's got Instant Karma and Mother, Number 9 Dream, Whatever Gets You Through the Night, Power to the People, Imagine, and Cold Turkey. My second favorite John Lennon song, that and Working Class Hero. Then I've got this guy here. This has different bands playing with them. Has the Elephant's Memory on two sides, and then there's two live sides with Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention play on one side, and then the 1,000, was it the 1,000? Cast of 1,000 on one of the sides. But it's a really good record. It's got some good songs on here. And it's like a newspaper. It folds out there. It's like the cover of paper, and it has all the liner notes and kind of interesting. Then I got Live in New York City. Good live record here. Love hearing Cold Turkey live. There's the label. It does Come Together. That's pretty cool to hear that on here too. And John and Yoko Double Fantasy with just like starting overs on here. And it's a good record. It's like these ones with Yoko though, she sings about half of them, and the Lennon stuff's really good. Hers are really hit and miss. Woman's on this, that's a great song. And then the John Lennon Collection. That's a great track list there. There's the label. And my last one is Milk and Honey. That was his last album he did. Nobody told me about you was on this. That's a really good song, of course. Yeah, nobody told me. Sorry. Yeah, this is a good album. Pretty good record here. So there's my start with my L's there. I'll try to finish the L's before the weekend's out. I usually don't tape on the weekends. So, all right, well, thank you, and rock on.